What is the scope of cooperation? Pakistan and Bangladesh both together could fight against propaganda and fake news from India.
We are facing this challenge for last 12 to 15 months. Basically, they are try their level best to destabilize Bangladesh. We have the opportunity to collaborate each other, how to counter this fake narrative.
How you see Pakistan's role in fighting terrorism in the region and making the region peaceful?
I think terrorism is a common threat to all. That's why all the countries should work together to counter this. Even we can include the other countries like Nepal, Sri Lanka. Even we could invite India.
India is the promoter of terrorism.
We could invite India, please join us.
Terrorist and militant mindset of Indian establishment, which is meant to create instability in entire South Asia.
I think the whole South Asia is facing this kinds of problem, and all should together work on this issue to solve this problem.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to program Insight in V News English. Dear viewers, over last 1 year, we are witnessing there is a significant improvement in ties between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Recently, we have seen our top Bangladeshi court sentence former Prime Minister Hasina Wajid to death. And quite recently, another court also sentenced her for 21 years on the charges of corruption. So after Hasina Wajid, there is a new Bangladesh now. Pakistan and Bangladesh are engaged with each other. They are trying to promote bilateral cooperation in diverse fields. And how is this new situation? How has been this 1 year, almost one year and 2-3 months since the first anniversary of political change in Bangladesh was observed and celebrated on 5th of August? We are fortunate to have with us a very top senior journalist from Bangladesh. He is visiting Pakistan and head of the Bangladeshi media visit to Pakistan, Mr. Bashir Ahmed. Mr. Bashir Ahmed is diplomatic correspondent for daily Amar, Desh, which is a very popular Bangladeshi newspaper. Since he is diplomatic correspondent, we would like to have his views about growing ties between Pakistan and Bangladesh and some of the most latest issues. And there have been visits from both sides in the field of defense. Politically, Pakistani Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Mr. Dar visited Dhaka in June this year. So relations, cooperation in different fields between Pakistan and Dhaka is growing. Very warm welcome, Mohammad Bashir Ahmed Saab, to our studios. You are on a visit to Pakistan, and we are grateful to you that you spared time and participating in our program. How you see this new chapter in Pakistan-Bangladesh relations? We haven't seen these type of ties under the regime of Hasina Wajid when she ruled Bangladesh for almost 16 years. So how you see the growing relations between Pakistan and Bangladesh since the ouster of Hasina Wajid from power? How you see this new environment, new opening in bilateral relations?
First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Pakistan as well as the people of Pakistan for hosting me and my colleagues in Pakistan. It's my second time visit to Pakistan. In 2008, for the first time I visited Pakistan after 17 years. I came back again in a new situation. As you mentioned that under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh was ruled undemocratic way. She ruled, and at that time the relation between Bangladesh and Pakistan basically is jolt. And after our ouster, the relations between Bangladesh and Pakistan started a new journey. And I think there are so many fields that both countries can cooperate, including education, textile, air connectivity, as well as the defense and trade and investment.
So, since you are a media person, you are associated with the top newspaper Amar Desh. How would like to see the press during the time of Hasina Wajid, the Bangladeshi press at that time, and share your thoughts that were there any restrictions on the press? There have been intimidating measures by the Prime Minister against journalists and the press, and how press is feeling now?
Basically, I can be the best example of your question, and I am the best example of the answer of your question, because I would like to share my experience. That means my newspaper, the Daily Amar Desh, it was shut down in 2013. I would like
for
to
publishing something against Hasina Wajid?
Yes. We filed a story related to the corruption of Sheikh Hasina's son Sajib Wajid Joy, and after publishing this news, the government shut down my newspaper and arrested my editor, and my editor is in jail for 3 years. And before ousting Sheikh Hasina, we didn't get any chance to republish our newspaper. And after falling Sheikh Hasina regime, we come back again. And we started a new journey. Even my personal experience was very bitter. After closing down my newspaper, even I didn't get any chance to be employed in any other newspaper because of the government hardline decision.
How you see, since you're visiting Pakistan after almost a gap of 17 years, how you see press or the media is one of the most important segment in democracy. Rather, it is said fourth pillar of the democracy, fourth pillar of the state. So the biggest challenge that media in Bangladesh and Pakistan is that there is a huge fake news content coming from India, propaganda coming from India. Since Bangladeshi media is now free from the subjugation, how would you like to see and comment what is the scope of cooperation Pakistan and Bangladesh both together could fight against propaganda and fake news from India?
Thanks to our interim government under the leadership of our Nobel laureate, Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, because under his leadership now our media is completely free.
Very good.
Even anyone can criticize Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus. So no pressure will put on that particular journalist who can criticize or who usually criticize the government. But the important issue you raise, the Indian media is spreading the fake news. That means we call is misinformation and disinformation. And basically we are facing this challenge for last 12 to 15 months, because all the Indian media are spreading totally false news in regards to Bangladesh. If you tune on the Indian channel, you will see thousands of Hindus were killed during the regime of our Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus. It is totally fake. So basically, they try their level best to destabilize Bangladesh. And I think you also face this kinds of problem.
Huge propaganda and fake news against Pakistan from India.
So I think we have the opportunity to collaborate each other, how to counter this fake narrative and tell the truth. I think it is the best way to tell the truth, and we must report or make a news story on the basis of the real information and based on facts.
How Pakistani and Bangladeshi press and media can collaborate more closely, because once Pakistani and Bangladeshi media cooperate closely, there are more frequent visits by Bangladeshi media and Pakistani media. There are also misperceptions about Pakistan and Bangladesh, and how media can remove these all misperceptions which has been created during 16 years of Hasina Wajid rule.
You understand, during the regime of Sheikh Hasina, the Sheikh Hasina government, with the collaboration of India, they
particularly
yes, they established a narrative that in 1971 we fought Pakistan, so Pakistan is our enemy forever. And India helped us, that's why India is our trusted friends for years. But fortunately, last year our young generation, they come out on the street, and the ultimate result, Sheikh Hasina fall, and he was forced to leave Bangladesh and took the shelter in India. And I think our young generation sacrificing their blood, they just buried that Indian narrative forever.
Beautiful. And I would like to know, since her departure, of course, 16 years is a long time,
Yes.
that the Bangladeshi people and the nation was also suppressed. What are the sentiments of Bangladeshi younger generation about Pakistan now?
I think I can give you one example. If there is any cricket match between India and Pakistan,
India and Pakistan.
I think 70 to 80% people will go for Pakistan and the rest of the world. So it is the great example of what our young generation is thinking that. And our young generation is very much interested to Pakistan.
To see Pakistan.
Because I would like to share that recently your great artist Rahat Fateh Ali Khan visited Dhaka, and the young generation was so excited, and the Rahat Fateh Ali Khan was welcomed by our young generation. So I think we have so many things to do. I think people
in
to
the
people
field
contact,
of culture, in people to people contact.
And we can introduce the exchange program between the students of Bangladesh and Pakistan. That will be better. And I think when we come closer to each other, our misperception will be removed.
Very good. So there is a great potential for tourism in both countries. Pakistan is rich of tourist sites,
Yes.
heritage, and similarly Bangladesh too.
Yes.
Both Pakistan and Bangladesh had common heritage and culture.
Yes.
So what do you think, how it could be further promoted, since we are listening the news that soon there will be flight connection between Pakistan and Dhaka?
Yes.
What other measures could be taken to promote people-to-people linkages, tourism in both countries, so that more Bangladeshi may travel to Pakistan, more Pakistanis are able to see some of the historic places in Bangladesh? So what could be done?
I think it's a good initiative to restart the air connectivity. And we hope that within a couple of months it will be operational. And if it will be operational, I think you will see more people will show their interest to visit Pakistan. True. And second point is that the collaboration between education sector of our two countries, and during the visit of the Deputy
Foreign
Prime
Minister,
Minister Isakdar, on
in
behalf
June
of,
this year.
Yes, from your side, you offered 500 scholarships for the Bangladeshi students, and most of them will study here in Pakistan in medical science. So it is a great initiative taken by your government, and I think this kind of initiative should take more and more.
Coming on trade and economy side, what are the potential areas for cooperation? What Bangladesh can export to Pakistan, and what Pakistan can export to Bangladesh? So because trade is always important thing to bring both nations together, business community, trade, economic ties.
Yes.
So what Bangladesh can sell to Pakistan, and what Bangladesh expect that Pakistan may send any of the good to Bangladesh?
I think there are some goods still you export to Bangladesh, like basmati rice and the spices, and sometimes we see the Pakistani dress. But
Pakistani dress?
Yes.
Ready-made dress?
Yes, ready-made dress. And I think our young generation, particularly the ladies, very fond of the Pakistani dress, like the lawn, three-piece lawn. Yes.
Lawn,
yes. Lawn. So that's why we have huge scope to cooperate each other. And if the both government, I think within a couple of months, our election is going to be held, and after takeover by the elected government, more engagement and more collaboration between Bangladesh and Pakistan will be held.
So there was an organization created for greater cooperation among South Asian nations, SARC.
Yes.
South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. Due to the Indian negative role,
Yes.
SARC remained dormant.
Yes.
So its meeting could not be held because India used to refuse, and India used to persuade, unfortunately, Bangladesh not to participate. So how do you think that if SARC is revived, there could be greater South Asian cooperation minus India?
I think at this moment it is very difficult to create another bloc or forum minus India. But yes, there is some initiative
To revive SARC.
Yeah, to revive SARC, as well as I can point out that the proposed Bangladesh, Pakistan, and China tri-nation bloc.
That is possible?
I think it is possible, but I think there is a challenge.
There are challenges.
Because our big neighbor is not happy with these kinds of initiatives, as well as some superpower.
But this is under consideration?
Yes.
This is under consideration?
I think.
This proposal is under consideration by three countries.
But three countries. But to my knowledge, some superpower also have a reservation on the.
And then India cannot digest it.
Yes.
So on again coming to the media front, what you see on what type of cooperation in media, film, exchange of documentaries, exchange of films, exchange of the newspapers between Bangladesh and Pakistan. Share some thoughts how media industry and film industry of Pakistan and India can collaborate with each other so that both positive image could be promoted.
Yes. First of all, I'd like to focus on the media collaboration. You understand, in India, there are so many media and they have the Bengali version. But if you...
The Indian media has the
yes,
Bengali version.
They have the Bengali
news media.
News media, they have the Bengali version. So it is very easier for the Bangladeshi journalist to pick up any news item and rewrite or rebuild the story. If you can do something like that, it will be better for the Bangladeshi journalist. If you have any...
the Bangla version.
Yes, Bangla version. Yes, it will be better for the Bangladeshi journalist. And second thing, you are focusing on the film and other things. You can consider to establish Pakistani Cultural Center in Dhaka and Bangladesh Cultural Center in Islamabad.
Beautiful.
If you can establish this type of center, I think it will be better for us.
Pakistan is confronting a challenge of security and terrorism. So most of the terrorist organization based in Afghanistan, they are attacking Pakistan almost every day. There is an intelligence-based security operation by security forces against this rising menace of terrorism. Yes. How you see Pakistan's role in fighting terrorism in the region and making the region peaceful?
I think terrorism is a common threat to all. That's why all the countries should work together to counter this. Pakistan and Bangladesh. Even we can include the other countries like Nepal, Sri Lanka. Even we could invite India.
India is the promoter of terrorism.
We could invite India, please join us. Because as South Asian, we are not in a good position. The whole population of the world, 25% people live in this area, but our trade is only 5%. So
biggest scope in trade,
yes,
but yet we are the lowest one in trade.
And we hope that the people of India one day will realize and understand what should be done or what should not be done.
From Bangladesh to Pakistan and Sri Lanka and to Nepal, everywhere there have been negative Indian role. India has been creating trouble, promoting proxies, promoting militancy and terrorism, targeting Sikhs abroad in US, in Canada, and Europe. How would you like to comment on this terrorist and militant mindset of Indian establishment, which is meant to create instability in entire South Asia?
I think the whole South Asia is facing this kinds of problem, and all should together work on this issue to solve this problem.
So, what is the future roadmap of improving ties between Pakistan and Bangladesh?
I think after 17 years, Bangladesh and Pakistan started a new journey, and by these times there are so many developments. As you mentioned, your Deputy Prime Minister recently visited Bangladesh, and that's a very fruitful visit. He held meeting with our chief advisor. Apart from chief advisor, Mr. Isagdar had engagement with the leadership of BNP, Jamaat, and other Islamic political party, as well as newly born political party NCP. So this kind of political engagement
Extremely important.
Yes, extremely important.
One quick question, and I expect a short answer. What are your hopes and expectations from Bangladeshi general elections expected early next year?
I think the government is taking all necessary steps to hold a free, fair, and credible election. And I hope
In March next year?
in February.
In February 2026.
In 2026. And I think you will have a very credible and acceptable election.
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Mohammad Bashir Ahmed, for beautifully explaining Bangladesh-Pakistan ties, scope of cooperation between two countries, and mainly how Pakistani and Bangladeshi media can collaborate, join hands together in combating the Indian propaganda and fake news. Thank you so much once again. Despite your busy schedule, you spared time and participated in our program. Dear viewers, till our next program, goodbye and Khuda Hafiz.
Thank you so much for hosting me.